dear students, today we are going to start with the next and the very important part. This is very important. On the basis of this only we will decide the electrolysis process. It is saying that selective discharge of ions. Now the term is defined as the preferential discharge of ions present in an electrolyte at respective electrode is known as selective discharge of ions. Now, what is this actually? We need to understand. See, I have already introduced you with the electrolysis process. In this process, there are two electrodes in an electrolytic cell. One is anode, the other is cathode. They are attached to the battery. Here they are attached to the battery, positive terminal and negative terminal of the battery. Now, in this, these are two electrodes, yes or no, that is cathode, and the other is what? Anode. Here we have electrolyte filled. Electrolyte I have already explained you. The electrolyte is the solution. It is either in the form of aqueous or it is in the molten solution. Are you getting? Now the preferential discharge of ions in an electrolyte at the respective electrode is known as selective discharge. Suppose, simple example, I am taking copper sulfate solution. When I use the word solution, means that this copper sulfate is dissolved in water only. So copper sulfate will dissociate into Cu2 plus SO4 raised to 2 minus ion. As it is a solution, so this solution is formed in water. So it will contain H plus and OH minus ions of the water also. So in this copper sulfate solution, we have two positive charge and two negative charge. This is your cation and this is your anion. Yes or no? Okay. Now how do you remember cation and anion? You need to remember anion. Anion को हम कैसे याद करेंगे? Anion, a negative ion. आर यू गेटिंग? इसको याद कर लो, और नेगेटिव आयन, तो तुमको पता चल जाएगा कि दूसरा क्या है हमारा, पॉजिटिव. अगर एनायन नेगेटिव है तो एनोड पॉजिटिवली चार्ज है. ओके, are you getting? Now there are two positive and two negative ions. Now this preferential discharge depends upon which of the ion will get discharged on the respective electrode. I have already explained you on the basis of electrochemical series. On the basis of electrochemical series, okay, this was the series which I have explained you, yes or no? Potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury and silver. These are all the ions which are arranged here. So on the basis of this electrochemical series, this discharge will depend. Are you getting? Now there are two positive and two negative ions. Both the positive ions will migrate to the cathode. Migration will be to the cathode. They will migrate. Migrate means मतलब सब वहाँ जाके collect हो जाएंगे. Are you getting? And negatively charged ions, they will migrate to the anode. They will migrate to the anode. Are you getting? But which one will discharge there? That means which one will get deposited or discharged? What will be the product formed? The product form. This all is a question mark. Are you getting? Now this is what we are going to study in the electrolysis. The discharge or the deposit or the product formed at the respective electrode. Are you getting? So here the preferential discharge of ions present in an electrolyte at the respective electrode is known as selective discharge of ion. Now this selective discharge of ion depends on three factors. It depends on three factors. The first factor, that means this discharge or deposition or the product formed at the respective electrode will depend upon the factor. They depend on some factors. There are three different factors which we need to consider. The first factor is the relative position. Of ion in the electrochemical series. In the electrochemical series. Are you getting? The first is your relative position of the cation or the anion. Ion means both positive or negative ion in the electrochemical series. The first factor will be depending on this. The second factor will depend upon the concentration of the ions in the electrolyte. Concentration of the ions in the electrolyte. This is the second factor. The third factor will depend upon the nature of the electrode we are using. Nature of the electrode we are using. So these three factors are very important. This factor, the first factor, I have already explained you. According to the electrochemical series, the ion which will be placed lower in the electrochemical series will get deposited first. Are you getting? So here, the first factor says that lower the position of ion, greater is its deposition, or discharge. Are you getting? The first factor says that in the electrochemical series, the ion which is present lower will have greater tendency to get deposited or get discharged on the respective electrode. Are you getting? So here, when I am saying that there are two positive and two negative ions, out of the two positive ion, which one will get deposited? Now here copper and hydrogen is there. Now just look at this series where we are seeing, see, hydrogen and copper. So which one is lower? Obviously copper is lower in this series. So who will get deposited here? Out of the two, who will get deposited at the, this is cation, it will move to cathode. Cation will move to cathode. So who will get deposited on the cathode? Copper will get deposited. Are you getting? At cathode, who will get discharged? Discharge or deposition will be of copper ions. And migration, अगर question पूछ रहा है, who will migrate? Migration will be of both the ions, that is hydrogen and copper. Both the ions will migrate to the cathode, but discharge will be of only copper. Now here, out of the two negative ions, which one will get discharged at the anode? See here, at anode, migration will take place for both the ions. Migration of sulfate ion and migration of OH minus ion will take place. Both of them will migrate. But which one will get discharged? Now this discharge will depend upon again this series, sulfate and hydroxyl ion. See here, hydroxyl ion is the lower ion which is present. So it will be discharged most easily. So here, out of the two ions, hydroxyl ion will get discharged more easily. Are you getting? So this is the first factor, depending upon the relative position of ion in the electrochemical series. Lower the position of the ion, greater is its deposition. I hope that you have understood. Now let us consider the second factor. The second factor is concentration of ions in the electrolyte. Here you need to remember, higher the concentration of ion, greater is its deposition. Are you getting? Now here, concentration means what? See here, there is one example already explained in the textbook. I need to explain here. Okay, see here. Higher the concentration of ion, greater the probability of being discharged at the respective electrode. Now see here, they have taken a simple example of NaCl. NaCl in water, NaCl in water. Okay, now here NaCl will dissociate as Na plus and Cl minus ion, and water will dissociate as H plus and OH minus ions. So at cathode, H plus ions will get discharged. Out of the two, hydrogen is placed lower. At anode, out of the two, hydroxyl ion will discharge. Now why it will discharge? Because of the lower position in the electrochemical series. Okay, this product you don't worry, this we will study in detail. Only you concentrate here. Due to the lower position in the electrochemical series, hydrogen and hydroxyl will get deposited. Let us see the another part. This is dilute NaCl and this is concentrated NaCl. Now dilute NaCl means more amount of water and less amount of NaCl. Concentrated means more amount of salt and less amount of water. So here the water is less in the concentration. So what will happen? Because the concentration of NaCl is higher, so here out of the two, which ion will migrate? Despite of high concentration of Na plus at a particular concentration, H plus gains electron more easily than Na plus. And Cl minus ions preferentially discharge due to high concentration of Cl minus ions. So here you need to understand. See children, out of the two in this process, what will happen here is, let me explain you. See, NaCl, two solutions are there, dilute and concentrated. Dilute means more water and here less water with this NaCl. Yes or no? So here NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus ion and H plus and OH minus ions of water are present. Here also Na plus and Cl minus ion and H plus and OH minus ions are present. Now in this case, out of the two, which one will get deposited? H plus will get deposited at cathode and OH minus will get deposited at anode. Now here in this case, here you can see what it is saying. Despite high concentration, H plus will has a tendency to gain more electron very easily. Hence, sodium will not deposit here. Whether the concentration is high, we need to see that here the concept is which one will accept electron more easily, because these are positively charged ions. These are positively charged ions. And they will move towards a cathode which is rich in electrons. So what will happen? H plus will gain one electron and form H atom. It will form H atom very easily. Neutral atom very easily as compared to sodium. Sodium will gain one electron, but the more tendency to gain electron is with hydrogen. Hence, out of the two, who will get deposited at cathode? So at cathode, H plus ions will get deposited. Now here in this case, when we see negatively charged ions, so according to the series, hydroxyl ions are below and Cl are at the top. So which one should deposit? According to this series, hydroxyl should deposit. But what happens is, in the solution, the concentration of chloride ions is more. Children, normal tap water also contains chloride ions. Yes or no? Hence the concentration increases. So in this case, Cl minus ions will get deposited at anode due to high concentration. See here, due to high concentration, Cl minus ions get deposited. I hope that you have understood this second part also. Now the third factor is the nature of the electrode. This is our third factor. What type of the electrode we can use? We can use two types of electrode. One is active electrode and the other is inert electrode. It is not inactive, it is inert. Okay, active electrode is made up of metal, and inert electrode is the inert material used. That means it will participate but not react anywhere in the solution. Are you getting? Inert means they are chemically unreactive. So I am explaining you here about this nature of the electrode. This is very important. Nature of electrode. Two electrodes are there. Active electrode and inert electrode. Are you getting? Active electrode is made up of metal, active metals, which we have already studied here. Okay, say it may be copper, maybe silver, maybe iron. Okay, and inert electrode is made up of carbon, graphite. Are you getting? Because they are inert in nature, they do not react anywhere in the solution. Are you getting? So iron will be here in the inert. okay, in the inert part. So here iron also. Are you getting? So see here, nature of the electrode determines the preferential ion. Inert electrodes like iron, graphite and platinum, they do not take part in the electrolytic reaction. That means they will not chemically react anywhere. Whereas active electrodes, that is copper, nickel and silver, will take part in the electrolytic reaction. Are you getting? So here this all process we will learn in detail. Active electrode may be copper. So electrolysis of copper sulfate solution, electrodes is made up of copper. Both the electrodes are made up of copper when there is active electrode. It depends upon what material you are using here. If nickel, then both the electrode will be of nickel. Silver, then silver. Okay. Inert electrode. If we are using platinum, so at cathode we will use copper and at anode we will use platinum for the electrolysis of copper sulfate solution. This we will study in detail. Here you don't get confused. You only remember till here. Okay, this part is very important. Inert electrode, iron, graphite, platinum do not take part. Active electrode, copper, nickel and silver take part in the electrolytic reaction. Further, whatever is there in detail, how they will go and get deposited, we will discuss later on. Only these three factors you have to remember. I hope that you have understood. Thank you.